Arteta, fresh from the bumps.
Afternoon. See you again.
How did you enjoy that?
It was beautiful. You got the joy of all the people. They've been waiting for so long. They fully deserve it.
That's just what it's all about, isn't it?
We have some difficult moments along the way, but all of them, they are worthy when you see that kind of reaction.
Because you always seem so focused, Mikel. We speak to you before games, after games. There's an intensity there with you as well. Is this when you can let the guard drop?
100%. Now it's time to enjoy, to take the manager hat off and get there and just enjoy with them.
What's special about this team? Why this year and not the previous 3 years?
I think we showed an incredible connection, an incredible commitment, and an incredible courage as well. Because everything that was around us has fueled the desire that we have to go and do it. And look at that.
And let me ask you about the summer as well, and the role that the owners played in this, because you seem to acquire a lot of players who were ready for now rather than develop for future years.
Everyone is playing a part, obviously, and we have an incredible ownership. They've been through the tough times, and that's when you really see people and when you really get to know people. And they have incredible values. They know the sport better than any of us here. And they have committed themselves to a project that we have delivered. And along the way, a lot of people, the people that brought me here, for example, when Edu was here, when Tim was here, and all these people, they've been instrumental for everything that happened.
Mikel, I'm going to ask you, because in '99 we came second, in 2000 we came second, 2001 we came second. Was there any time in those 3 years before this one where you're thinking, is this ever going to happen?
There are doubts. I think doubt and
which is natural.
And understanding that maybe you know the right person to, okay, I've been able to take them all the way here, but maybe somebody else has to come and do the final job. But thanks God, we've done it, and yes. I feel a lot of joy and honestly a little bit of relief.
So wait, what you're saying there is that you're thinking that there was a time where you think, did you ever doubt yourself?
Yes, I think part of the job. I mean, I can control certain things, but there are many things that they are out of your hands. And that's why you need the best people around you to do that. And sometimes when you doubt yourself, to have people as well next to you to say, no, we're going to do it and we're going to do it with you.
And is it even more special, Mikel, because of the team and the manager that was hunting you down for so long this season?
Well, at the end, you raise your level because you have opposition that constantly asking that question to you. And we had, in my opinion, the best team in the history of this competition. With Pep, the best manager by far, in my opinion, of the world. And to do it in the manner that we've done it, because we did it with the we.
Yes.
It's all about the we in this team, and I love every minute of it.
So after all this, how do you raise your team again for one huge moment next Saturday?
It's what I said, and now this shirt represents something else. And now we have an opportunity to write new history in our club, and I'm convinced that we're going to do it.
We wish you well, Mikel. Thank you so much again. Go and enjoy the rest of the celebrations. Mikel Arteta, title winner of Arsenal after 3 years as a runners-up. They've done it this time, and who knows, the crowning glory could be waiting next Saturday.
Well, you hope so. Like he said there, you know, you have to doubt yourself, but then you have faith in what you're doing. You know, he's built a great team. And I think finishing it like we have now, and everybody's so focused. You saw Martin there, you saw the boss there. What it will come down to is just going and finishing this off. Because like I said, we've done it before where we haven't finished off, finishing second consecutively 3 times. We've done it, like I said. But this time to win it and then win the Champions League is something that no one's done in our history.
Righty, if you win the Champions League, where will he rank in great Arsenal managers?
Well, the thing is, when you look at Arsene Wenger and what he done in respects of having to sign, having to put himself up as a surety against the stadium. So he was forced to stay there. And then what he done in those years and getting us into Champions League is amazing. But he didn't quite get us over the line in respects of the Champions League. And if Mikel can do that, then he supersedes everybody because he's done something that no one in our history has done before. So he's got to be up there. And what he's done to manage them through this as well, as a man who's come in as a number 2, he's not managed before, coming to a club like the size of Arsenal, turned everything around, got people out, got people in, got the owners on side, got the fans on side, and now we stand one step away from winning the Champions League, which we haven't done before. It's incredible. He will go down as the best for us.
Away from the celebrations to join us live now. How did it feel getting your hands on the trophy?
Honestly, I can't describe it.
You looked emotional.
Yeah, no, it was so special. A lot of emotions and a lot of hard work behind it, and yeah, so emotional, but beautiful, beautiful day, and yeah, amazing achievement.
Honestly, you must have thought, after 3 runners-up times, maybe this is never going to happen.
Well, I mean, you always have the doubt and the fear, you know, that you're not going to make it, but we had that belief in ourselves, and even in the toughest situations, toughest moments this season, I think we really stick together, and probably even more in those situations, you know. So we had that belief, and we know what we can, and yeah, we just kept on fighting, and we got there in the end, so even better like that.
But the concern must have been there with Manchester City breathing down your neck, and particularly after you'd lost there.
Yeah, no, of course. Well, I think the mindset, even after that game, I felt like we were so strong mentally, you know. After that game, we said to each other, we're still going to do it. It's not over, you know. And I think the belief was even stronger after that game. And I think we've showed that the last few games on the pitch. And just so proud of everyone, you know, to get over the line.
Was there any times where you think, because you've done it 3 times, you've tried to do it now, Martin. Was there any time during this season, because I myself was really, you don't doubt, but after Southampton, you know, after those kind of games, after the Bournemouth game, what was it like in the dressing room after that game?
I think there was moments in the season when we felt really down and really angry, really frustrated. You say the Bournemouth game, you know, the Wolves game, there was some really tough moments for us, and I think the key was how we reacted. I think after those games we spoke as a team, everyone spoke up, you know, we said what we felt, everyone was speaking, you know, it was really honest conversation, and I think the way we reacted to every setback this season has been absolutely amazing, so proud of everyone for the way we did it as well.
Nice. How do you react when people say you're going to bottle it? Does that give you more motivation? Oh, because social media is massive now. Do you look at it, and how do you react to that?
It's impossible not to see it. You see it, you know. But I think, at least for me personally, I don't care like what people say. It's not like affecting me in any way. But you know, it tastes good when you win it, and you can laugh back a little bit. You know, that tastes good. So yeah, it's nice.
Right, can I take you back to that West Ham game?
Yes.
You came onto the pitch, and that beautiful assist, and a huge 3 points, and obviously the emotion, great save by David Raya, all the contentious moments at the end. But your assist felt like that was when I thought you're going to win this league.
Yeah, no, it felt like a big moment. I thought the game was tough. You know, we had to dig deep, and yeah, it was, for me personally as well, was such a special moment. Been fighting with my injuries, and yeah, to help the team in that way means a lot to me. So it was special. Yeah.
Of course, you had the big celebrations on Tuesdays, a little bit more this evening, no doubt, as well. When does the hard work really start?
I mean, we had a great celebration on Tuesday, and yeah, the vibes are unreal. You know, everyone is so happy. But we have another big final, you know, in just a week. So we'll wait to party for after that, I think.
So when's training? Is it tomorrow or you get a day off?
I think we're off tomorrow, yeah. And then Tuesday training, so we'll go easy tonight, I think.
Take Wright with me, please.
I'm always with them. I don't need to go with them. I'm always with them.
That would just be, I mean, you've already achieved so much, but to do that as well would just be extraordinary, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be unreal. I mean, we're living the dream, you know, winning a Premier League, being in a Champions League final. Yeah, I was speaking to my mate, you know, about growing up, dreaming about this, you know, and now we're there. So we got to enjoy it and make sure we're ready and go for it, and hopefully we can do it.
Absolutely, Martin. Enjoy these moments. Congratulations. Thank you so much. On an amazing season, Martin Ødegaard, who, as he said, has had his injury frustrations this season. Peter, thank you very much. Ian Wright, what a moment. You lived every second of that. Thank you very much. Ian Wright, what a moment. You lived every second of that.
That was amazing. I filmed it all, man. I just told everyone, honestly, this is so special, honestly, with what we've been through the last 4 seasons, I've got to say now. Just to see some of those guys go up, you know, the personal kind of contact I got with some of these guys, just seeing them and how emotional they are. This is I'm so happy for them, so happy for the whole of Arsenal.
They came so close, and 3 times they were knocking on the door. What was different about this team?
I think that we built the squad. The squad was better. Whatever people say about Noni Madueke, we needed someone like him to come in and give Bukayo Saka the kind of rest that is ever they feel about how well Noni's played or how well he hasn't played. The fact is he's given us the capability of resting someone like Saka.
But I guess you'd say there's been a Madueke in pretty much every position in this team this season.
the people that's come in and they've done well. And that's what we needed in a good squad.
Cameo at the back.
Exactly.
Miles Lewis-Skelly coming in with
Thank you.
cameos. Max Dellman off the bench.
Honestly, someone like Miles Lewis-Skelly, you know, the trajectory he's been on, and then all of a sudden he's out of it. But then Mikel, he had him training for 4 months as a midfielder. Everybody's saying, what's happening? Why isn't he playing him? Why isn't he playing him? He was saving him for when he needed him, and he came in and done the business.
Was this a squad victory, Micah?
Yes, I think it was. I think for all the players, the manager as well, and the backroom staff as well, they was excellent. But in terms of Arsenal, why I think it's so good for them is because they've been up against the great Pep. And yes, Pep over the last 2 seasons has not been at the level, but Arteta, that man who just, I mean, it was like he wanted it so much, and now he's got his moment.
That's brilliant.
We've seen one version of Mikel Arteta pretty much over the last 4 years. Very serious, Jamie, very intense. Isn't it great to see him now with the trophy in his hands?
Absolutely, he's had to suffer. He really has. There's been question marks every single season. Is he the man to take this Arsenal team to a title? Absolutely, yes he is, because he stood there with that trophy in his hand, put so much effort into it, and he is now a winner. And I think, you know, he spoke this week about his family and everything they've had to sacrifice, and the moments and the heartache, and now it all feels worthwhile. And now I'm so pleased for him and all the players and the backroom staff, and they deserve this moment. Over the last few years, the points they've accumulated has been absolutely fantastic.
Did you ever doubt the manager, Ian?
Never doubted him. I remember when he came in, never doubted him. I remember saying it on Match of the Day, he's the person to come in and get these guys going, because I know that the owners, they've got to get credit as well. The owners are going to have faith in him. They have faith in all the managers that they've got in their franchises, and all of their franchises have been successful because they've got young managers. They've got young managers that they back, and they've backed him, and he's gone through it, and he's come through it, and now we're champions.
That's a lot of, I have to be honest, I wasn't always sure. I remember they lost the game at Brentford on a Friday night, and there was so much pressure.
The only game of the season a couple of years ago.
Absolutely, and I remember thinking, OK, they've got to hold their nerve here, and I think the Crunkies deserve an enormous amount of credit for that as well, because they've been proved so right, and it has been a great acquisition. You know, they've got the right man, players respect him, he's obviously learnt a lot from Pep, and the emotion he'll feel right now, the joy, and they've still got another cup to look forward to. This is just a starter right here.
Absolutely, fingers crossed.
Well, absolutely, but then you look at as an example of quality of players they were able to bring in last summer, and that was evidence of a club backing a manager.
Well, yeah, it is, and you know, we got so close, and I don't know what more Mikel could have done. They've given him everything that he's needed to do. All it was about was him getting the right players and playing them at the right times, and just giving them the freedom to go and play.
Singing your song here.
This is our song.
Scenes at Selhurst Park, where of course the subplot is he used to manage in the Premier League as well, and you know what this feeling is like. I mean, is it possible to put into words what they're going through right now?
It is a big achievement. It's really tough, really difficult to win in the Premier League, and especially when you have this type of in our time it was more Arsenal or Manchester United. And this time you have City, you had Liverpool, you had Chelsea. So I think the competition is more difficult now because there's more teams who are capable of winning the Premier League. That's why I think it's, look at the face of the Arsenal players, the fans, they was expecting it for quite a while. And there's so much happiness and well-deserved victory.
Listen, you won a double in your second season at Arsenal. When you've won something, when you've got over the line that this set of players and manager have now, can that be a springboard? What's the psychological change?
I think in the last couple of years they built the belief and the confidence. They built stability in the teams, and I believe that, you know, they will be the teams to beat next year. I don't think there will be a lot of changes of players next year. I think the base of the team will be the same. Knowing Mikel, maybe he will bring 1 or 2 players just to fresh a little bit the dressing room with the new faces. But they look really solid this year. Difficult teams to score against. Really strong defensively. And you know, when you win it once, the confidence goes to a different level. And the big challenge for them now is to see if they can win it 2 in a row, because we wasn't capable of doing it. We didn't do it, our generation. And the challenge for them is try to win it back to back. And I think that will be a successful generation.
Before we come back to Patrick, their new anthem, we've heard a lot of it this week, understandably so, from Tuesday night. This is the moment for the Arsenal squad and staff to enjoy. Subtle changes that Mikel Arteta made. They each took a turn in lifting the trophy there. There's so many subplots, Patrick, but I must ask you about one of them. Eberechi Eze, who of course you managed at Crystal Palace, we know was a lifelong Arsenal fan. We wondered if he'd ever leave Crystal Palace. His first season as an Arsenal fan to end with lifting this trophy.
No, our time at Palace, his head and the only team that he has on his mind was Arsenal. He was a big Arsenal, and his dream was to play for Arsenal Football Club. And that was the right move for him, because it was important for him to really understand the demand of a high-level football. He's had all the attributes. He's technically and really good, really gifted. He understands the game quite really well, but sometimes he needed a little bit more pressure to perform. And going to Arsenal, he needed to fight to get a spot. He needed to perform, he needed to score goals, he needed to make assists, and he did it. He had a difficult period where he started a couple of games on the bench, but he understood that he needed to do more, and I'm glad because he enjoyed his football and he became a really important Arsenal player.